Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day and an awesome weekend. And today, I started this not yesterday but the day before, and I'm just working up here in this corner, and it is pretty confettied, so I'm not making too much progress. I've been trying to knock out some of that yellow because that's all one color. Yeah, you know how I feel about that. But I thought if I could just get an area semi done. So I have thrown in 3, maybe even 4 different colors there, but you really can't tell. So yeah, how is your weekend going? Mine has been strange. So I told you the other day that my son-in-law had to come and light the pilot light on the hot water heater. I'm like, okay. He gets it lit every time. I can't get it for nothing to save my soul. So, yeah. So he comes, he lights it, he leaves. I go on about my business. The next day, I noticed that the hot water heater was not, it hadn't been coming on and off and that kind of thing. And so it's down. So then I call my daughter, and my son-in-law was at work. So she said, well, he'll show up, he on the way home, because I'm kind of on the way-ish from, going to their house after work. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. He gets here at like 5:15, 5:20. No big deal. And we stand around and yip and yap and yip and yap, and he tries to light it. He can't light it at all. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do if I have to get a new water heater? What am I, all this crap is going through my mind. So needless to say, I was totally like stressed out, and I needed something to focus on. So yeah, that's when I started this. So he told me to go get this thermocoupler at the hardware store yesterday. And he said, well, I have to hit Friday is his day off. Well, he gets Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But anyway, he had someplace he had to go pick up a car or something, or help somebody take a car somewhere. I don't know. I didn't really understand. But speeding right along, so he didn't know what time he was going to get there. So yesterday morning, bright and shiny and early, I get up. And of course, now I've been up at, I got up at like 5:45, which is an insane time. I don't know why I can't sleep in even on my days off. So I started looking at recipes or, things on YouTube, and there was this thing for red beans and rice. Well, that started me down a rabbit hole, so I'm looking at everybody's way to make red beans and rice. Is this right? That right? Well, what's original? What, I don't know. When I think of red beans and rice, I think of using red beans, not kidney beans. So, half the recipes were in kidney beans. Some of them were in red beans. I was like, oh my God. So, by the time I got ready to go to get the part for the water heater, yeah, my brain is like, okay, they put this in and that in, and I need this and I need that because I don't have any of that. So I've already made like a list in my head of what I have to get. So I'm bound and determined I'm going to go get the part for the water heater and get the crap for the red beans and rice. So I ended up getting red beans, not kidney beans, because, I don't know, just can't hack the kidney beans. They probably would have worked better. But anyway, the red beans turned out fine, but I only bought 3 cans of them, and now I can't wash dishes, so I have to use my 12-quart, I don't know, what do you call it? Soup making pan, the one I make my green chili in. I make 12 quarts at a time of green chili, which was complete overkill for the red beans and rice. So I do everything the way I'm supposed to, get that all thrown together, and then about 2 o'clock, him and my daughter and my granddaughter showed up because they had just picked up the car. They're just going to stop by, on their way home, and, he's going to fix that. So he threw it on there, and it lit the first time, and We now have hot water. It's so exciting. Yeah, just saying. So, yeah. Then by that time, it's like 3:30. I do not want to scrub a floor. I do not want to wash dishes. I just want to go sit down because it took a good half an hour to get the red beans and rice together. And then it had to sit and cook and all that crap. But I got like canned beans. I didn't buy the hard beans and let them soak and all that happy crap. It was cutting up the onion, the celery, the green pepper, the stupid garlic, and it took 15 different, what do you call it, spices, and I've been on my feet, okay? So I got it all cooked, and I put it on my rice, and I really was not happy with it. I tried to thicken it up. That didn't work. So after, they got done and everything, I decided to go to the grocery store, and I bought some ice cream because I was so excited that the damn hot water worked. I have to celebrate here, We celebrate the small moments of life. Yeah. So, yeah, I bought 3 more cans of, what do you call it? Of red beans to throw in there, and I couldn't find one smoked ham hock. I couldn't even find a ham hock. I don't know what it is about ham hocks these days, but geez Louise. And I know this color is going to look just like the last color, but honest, it's not. So, yeah. Outrageous. So I poured all that together, and I ended up getting, the ham steaks that are about yay big. Well, I cut it in half and put the rest in the freezer because I can use that for ham and eggs or whatever the heck I want it with. And cut that all up and put the 3 cans of beans in and put it back on to simmer for a while. Yeah, so it was good. I really liked the taste of it. Everything turned out fine that way. So I was more than pleased with how it turned out. So hopefully today when I have it, it will be, thicker consistency. I'll put it on. I just didn't feel like going through the bother of having it on the burner last night, in the evening. So I just let it go, and I will heat it up and do whatever it needs. Maybe cook it a little bit longer. So, yeah. So, I finally got to have my red beans and rice, and I made it actually the way it was supposed to be made. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I just kind of winged it, before, not knowing that it was quite that, shall we say, extensive. But there was a lot of sauteing, and, oh yeah, it was special. So, hopefully today will be a much better day. I couldn't get nothing done yesterday because I was like 9 jumps ahead of a fit because, it's like, hurry up, am I going to get water? Is this going to work? Are we going to need something else? Or, just your brain is like on freaking overload. So, this is the only thing that I worked on yesterday. I just could not hack it. What can I say? So, hopefully I'll get into something else and do something other than just kind of veg and fret and worry, So, because I'm a little past all that, I need to do something else. I can't tell the difference between these 2 colors, I swear. But we're just going to put them in there and keep moving. I got out 1 long thread. Now this is one of the colors that comes in a skein. So I don't know how many more skeins there are of this, but the red seems to be concentrated up at the top. I'm not seeing at the bottom, but it goes in with this background. See how it's spot and speckled? Yeah, these spots are just kind of driving me crazy. Because they're not close, and I feel like I'm wasting thread. But we're good. It's all good. If I have to go get more, I can go get more. Everything is fine. Just breathe. Yesterday, I talked to my sister for 3 hours on the phone while she was trying to fix flower arrangements to put up on top of her cabinets. You know how some cabinets have, that top space in between the ceiling and the top of the cabinet. So she had some stuff up there for a long time, so she wanted to change it up, and she was trying to figure out what flowers to put in what pot and where to put it. Yeah. So, but we were talking in the middle of it all, It was fun. So, caught up with her. Tell her all the stuff that's going on here. And traffic wasn't too bad when I had to go out. I mean, I went out afterwards, I told you later. It was about 6:30-ish when I went out, and there weren't a lot of people. So, that was really good. I didn't have to fight space in the grocery store or anything like that. And yesterday it wasn't too terribly hot all day, so is there any more red in that corner? I don't know why they feel they have to get this all 50 different colors of the same shade of stuff. Drives them crazy. You're not going to ever see it. I don't know. I'll work on this for a while because it's like taking my mind off of everything else. So some days I need mindless stuff that I don't have to really think about. I don't have to count. Nobody's on the back burner. Nobody's made it to timeout yet. So I just need a little break. Something that I don't have to think about too terribly, terribly hard. And I still don't think we're going anywhere this weekend. I think we've just about done it for now. But this thing is just, I don't know, every element has got like 15 to 20 different colors in it. But I really like this picture. I've liked this since I got it in silk. Well, I got one like this in silk. I don't think the birds were the same, but same principle, the same blue background and all that. And that silk thread, oh, it was a nightmare. No. It made it to the trash bin really quick. But yeah, I haven't done too much constructive other than get the hot water running. Well, and I didn't even do that, but, and made food for probably got enough reds of beans and rice for about 30 people, if you really wanted to push it. But, I'll freeze it. So it isn't going to go to waste. Can hardly wait to put part of it in the freezer. And I didn't find any French bread. I was supposed to have French bread with that. I didn't understand the deal, but yeah, no, we didn't get any French bread. But I do have some garlic toast, which I have yet to make with this. But I must have put 8 cloves of garlic in this soup stuff, so, well, I call it soup, but it's a little thicker than that. But it's quite odd to have it on rice, because I'm used to having things on cornbread like that. So, would I make it again? Oh, heck yeah. It was really good. Because I used to, or usually make ham hocks and beans. And I'll either use pinto or red beans for that, but I just have it over cornbread. So, yeah. Don't know any other way to do it, but that's all I've been making for years. And I have attempted red beans and rice, but I didn't usually always have the the proper seasoning for things. And, you know, they kept putting cayenne in everything. And I'm like, wow, you're not going to put that much cayenne in. But I do have some Tony, is it sachets? I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. From New Orleans. Cajun seasoning. So I put that in there and it was just fine. I didn't want to get it too terrible seasoning. And I did use andouille sausage. So I love andouille. But it's just really, really good. But you could serve it over rice. You could put it on cornbread. Or maybe even some just regular, you know, thick bread. I don't know, whatever. I'm sure they eat it all different ways, and they certainly do make it different ways. I must have watched 6 or 8 people before I struck out for the grocery store, you know. I want to know exactly what I'm doing and if I can accomplish that. So none of it was really hard to do, just basic cooking skills. So that helped. As long as I don't have to cook seafood, I don't want to ever have to cook seafood. Because I'm not that person. I never learned how, and oh, I might have made a batch of shrimp in some of that, what is it called? Old Bay seasoning or something. But other than that, no. If I'm going to cook my fish, it'll be in a pan, and that'll be it. But I don't cook seafood, like crustaceans and shrimp. I love it, but I'm not that person. I figure I'd probably try to poison myself trying to get it done, so I don't know. I haven't had too much, what do you call it? It hasn't been readily available where I live, so it's not like it was something I would cook like once or twice a month. So, love it though. So I just eat it out. And that's about as far as that goes. We don't even have a Red Lobster within 120 miles, I don't think. I'm sure there's one in Colorado Springs. It's still 100 and some miles. But we don't have anything like that here. No seafood places at all. We have about 6 Mexican restaurants in Leadville, but no seafood. Now, you know, if you go to maybe someplace different to eat, you know, they might have more seafood things, but there's no Red Lobster or Long John Silver's probably isn't even in business anymore. I love Long John Silver's. Go and get like 10 or 12 of those fish fillets and some French fry. Oh, so good. So good. I don't know what happened to it. It just kind of slipped away. They used to have one in Emporia where I lived when I lived in Kansas, and we'd go there all the time, but no. Nothing like that. Can't even think of any other seafood places. We just don't have a big diversification of restaurants. Come on, little buddy. Get in there. See how they're just kind of stretched out? And since that's such a dark color up there, I want to get these in so I can still see, at least see the symbols. So hopefully the rest of my weekend will be much easier to handle. But I just needed a stitch with me. Haven't watched anything new or different or exciting on Netflix. I gotta look up some books. Somebody recommended some audiobooks from Audible, and I'll have to go look them up because I still have my 2 credits, and I'll get another one here the 1st of August, so I should start using them if I possibly can. I've still got, I know I have 2, so I hate to keep them all up at the same time. It's been so busy at work that I'm still not through the last audiobook that I bought. Or not bought, but you know what I mean. Use my credit for, because I get a free credit every month. So, just kind of been watching stuff in my library, listening to, sorry. Jeez. Telling you, I'm losing it. It's starting to look really pretty. I don't know that you can or can't see the difference in the colors, but it'll get there. I just keep stitching. Mindless stitching. Works for me. Sometimes you just need that. And it can calm me down, and all I gotta do is concentrate on one symbol at a time. I don't know why I felt compelled to start something else. Heaven knows, you know, that's how that goes. So I'll just keep at this here and there. I know it doesn't even hardly look like I made a dent. You can't believe I stitched on this twice within, you know, whoops, nope, 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 wrong color. You know, in 2 days, and that's all that I've gotten done. Oh well, we'll get it one way or the other. Tried to sit outside last night, and by the time I got out there, it was 8:15. Well, that didn't last long. Then I couldn't see my square, so we're done. The whole day just kind of slipped right by. Not a clue where it went. Not a clue. Trying to... as much out of the thread as I possibly can. I usually only end up with a couple inches left, so and just run it through there. Oops. Oh goodness. Alright guys, well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and listening to me yap. I appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.